In 2019, Travis Scott's 300K Ferrari slammed into a Houston ditch at 3 a.m., wheels mangled, engine smoking. To be honest, it was a miracle that he walked away barely wounded. Now you might think he'd slow down for a second think, but nah. Apparently, this was just one car of his 10 or so. But then, almost every car he owns has a crash story. So, let's talk about them. Travis's 1.4 million LaFerrari met its fiery demise when his lead-footed friend lost control and crashed it into a curb, a bystander's Tesla, and a raging inferno. The hybrid engine erupted in flames, splitting the Italian masterpiece like a grenade as firefighters doused the wreckage. Miraculously, everyone survived, but Travis, while chilling at home, reportedly screamed, "Bro!" on FaceTime. Think about this. Ferrari only built 499 of these Ferrari LaFerraris, and you couldn't just swipe an American Express card to get one, even if you were a million times richer than Elon Musk. Apparently, you had to earn an invitation from Ferrari themselves. But guess who got the golden ticket? Our man, Travis Scott. Let's unpack this hell of a Ferrari. Under that carbon fiber hood is a 6.3-liter V12 engine that is paired with an electric motor ripped straight from Ferrari's F1 tech. Together, they release 950 horsepower and 663 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds. A top speed kissing 220 miles an hour. But raw numbers don't tell the full story. The LaFerrari's hybrid system is pure sorcery. The electric motor fills every gap in power, so acceleration is relentless. No turbo lag, no waiting, just a tsunami of force pinning you to the seat. Then there's the design. Every curve, vent, and wing is made by the wind. Active aerodynamics tweak the body mid-drive, balancing downforce and speed like a ballet dancer with a jetpack. Believe me, the LaFerrari was forged in some Maranello's secret labs. But here's the twist. Unlike his brown Lamborghini SVJ, the one he daily drives like it's a Honda Civic, Travis treats the LaFerrari like a ghost. It rarely surfaces. No paparazzi chase scenes, no viral traffic light drag races. As for its value, when the LaFerrari dropped in 2013, it was around $1.4 million. Today, try at least $3 million. If there's one thing Travis Scott knows how to do, it's to turn the ordinary into something unmistakably his. From chart-topping albums to internet-wrecking sneakers, everything he touches gets that Cactus Jack flavor. Fun fact, his Lamborghini Aventador is no exception. Let's break this down. The Aventador SVJ isn't your average Lambo. This is the apex predator of the Aventador lineup. A 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine roaring with 770 horsepower, rocketing from 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds, and screaming to a top speed of over 200 miles an hour. With 531 pound-feet of torque, it's a super violent ride. Travis wanted a bit more from this car, so he did the unthinkable and wrapped it in brown. Yep, a brown Lambo. Before we go on, please give us a like and hit the subscribe button. Also comment on the celebrity's garage you want us to do next. Now for the SVJ's secrets. That active rear wing shifts mid-drive, adjusting downforce to keep the car glued to asphalt at insane speeds. The exhaust? A primal, guttural howl that echoes like a warning siren. While most celebrities treat supercars like garage trophies, Travis drives this thing like hell hard. Paparazzi catch it weaving through LA traffic several times, and fans have seen it parked outside studios. Trust me, it's a daily flex worth over $650,000. Now let's shift gears and talk about Travis Scott's ultimate road flex, the Bugatti Chiron. To be factual, this was the one hypercar Bugatti designed like a rocket on wheel, being second to the Veyron when it comes to badass. Beneath its aerodynamic shell is a mechanical beast, an 8.0-liter W16 engine with 4 turbochargers, pumping out 1,500 horsepower. To put that into perspective, this thing hit 60 in less than 2.5 seconds. By the time most cars hit 60, the Chiron's already doing 124. And if you dare push it to its limit, it'll scrap the road at 261, gulping 60,000 liters of air every minute. At that speed, its fuel tank empties in under 10 minutes. kinda like draining a swimming pool through a straw. Like I hinted before, Bugatti engineered the Chiron to feel like a Rolls-Royce on steroids. The cabin, hand-stitched leather, ice-cold polished aluminum, and carbon fiber so flawless it looks photoshopped. You could be cruising at 200 miles an hour, and the only thing shaking would be your nerves. 'Cause inside, it's library quiet. No vibrations, no drama, nothing. Owning a Chiron isn't about writing a check. Bugatti handpicks its owners, and you'd better believe Travis earned his spot, with a starting price of $3 million. Closer to $3.5 million with custom specs. It's one heck of a ride. Now, if you thought Travis Scott's Chiron or LaFerrari were wild, wait until you see the Maybach G650 Landaulet, a vehicle so absurdly luxurious, it makes other SUVs look like grocery carts. Picture this, a G-Wagon that's been genetically modified into a rolling palace. Only 99 exist, and trust me, they are private jets on monster truck wheels. Let's start with the power. A 6.0-liter V12 twin-turbo engine gives this vehicle all its power, 621 horsepower to be exact. That's enough grunt to drag this tank-sized beast from 0 to 60 in seconds, but the real flex is what's underneath. Portal axles jack it up to nearly 18 inches of ground clearance, taller than a toddler. Open the rear doors, and you're greeted by a lounge straight out of a billionaire's daydream. 2 Maybach S-Class thrones recline flat like first-class airline seats, complete with massagers, fold-out tables, and a partition that turns frosty for privacy. There's even a built-in cooler to keep your Dom Perignon chilled while you're driving. And if that's not enough, the roof. The Landaulet's party trick is its convertible soft-top over the rear seats, turning the cabin into an open-air skybox. The wildest chapter in this car's story came during a Cactus Jack Foundation charity event in Houston. Travis rolled up to the fundraiser in the Landaulet, its top down, revealing him lounging in the back like a hip-hop emperor. Fans went gaga with snaps of the SUV's dual rearward-facing seats. Even the local media dubbed it the Astro Wagon, a nod to his Astroworld album. Now, the price tag. When it dropped, the G650 started at $500,000. Try finding one, and you'll need to cough up over $1 million. For most people, that's insane. For Travis, it's just another Tuesday. And now, Travis's Lamborghini Urus. The standard Urus is already the Hulk of SUVs, but he didn't want this model. He went to Mansory, the kings of automotive excess, and came back with a machine that looks like it escaped a Cyberpunk 2077 cutscene. Travis has been spotted blasting through LA canyons, smoke swirling off those 24-inch rims, turning highways into his personal stage. While other celebs collect cars as trophies, he features this Urus in his music videos, IG reels, and late-night joyrides. Let's talk numbers first. The stock Urus runs on a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 with 641 horsepower. Mansory strapped on rocket fuel to this and upped it to 900 horsepower. And that's not all. They gave it 811 pounds-feet of torque, helping it reach 60 in 2.9 seconds, faster than a McLaren 720S, and hit a top speed of 200 miles per hour. And oh, the carbon fiber. Mansory tweaked the Urus big time. Wide body fenders flare out like a bodybuilder's shoulders. The front grille, a gaping shark mouth. Triple exhausts stab through the rear like daggers, and a roof spoiler big enough to land a drone on. Travis's version rocks 24-inch forged wheels, and his signature matte brown paint made it a head-turner. And the Urus's infotainment system is super upgraded. Custom interfaces sync with Travis's music, turning the cabin into a mobile studio. The sound system? Let's just say the subs hit harder than a mosh pit. Even the ambient lighting goes well with the beat. The Mansory modified Urus has a starting price around $230,000 for the stock model, with Travis's likely swallowing over $300,000 more in upgrades, pushing it north of $600,000. Now, if you thought Travis Scott's Mansory Lamborghini was wild, wait until you see his Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Enter Mansory, the same mad scientists who turned his Urus into a carbon fiber nightmare. The result? A Cullinan so rich, it makes Buckingham Palace look like a Motel 6. Let's start with the muscle. Mansory tweaked the Cullinan's 6.75-liter V12 to pump out 610 horsepower, enough to launch this 6,000-pound behemoth to 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds. For context, that's faster than a Porsche 911 from the 2000s, except this isn't a sports car. Now the real flex is the design. Mansory took Rolls-Royce's elegant SUV and gave it a Street Fighter makeover. The front bumper was totally redesigned. The fenders widened like a linebacker's shoulders. Even the rear got a massive diffuser and roof spoiler. And those 24-inch forged Mansory rims? Man. Oh, and let's not forget Travis's signature matty brown wrap. He does it with every car. Inside, the Rolls-Royce's Starry Sky headliner is still there, but Mansory cranked the luxury to obscene levels. The seats are swathed in leather, softer than a billionaire's ego. The trim glints with custom carbon fiber, and the reclining rear seats come with a champagne cooler. Price? A stock Cullinan starts at $350,000. One with Mansory's upgrades, plus Travis's personal flavor, would likely shoot past $650,000. To think about it, who else could take Rolls-Royce's ultimate luxury SUV and make it look like it's about to drop a rap album? Next up, Travis's Ferrari 488 Pista, Ferrari's all-in-one race car X luxury car. The company actually stripped this thing down like it owes them money. Carbon fiber body panels, thinner glass, no carpets. They even shaved 198 pounds off the curb weight. For the engine, the Pista uses a 3.9-liter twin-turbo V8 that vomits around 710 horsepower, about 50 more than the standard 488. It hits 60 in just 2.8 seconds and gets up to 124 in 7.6 seconds. Believe me, that's not even its fastest. Then there's the sound. While most turbocharged cars sound like vacuum cleaners, the Pista's exhaust roars like a T-Rex with a megaphone. Rev it to redline, and it screams like a Formula One car racing against an Aston Martin's. Now the cockpit is a war room on its own. Alcantara grips the steering wheel, carbon fiber coats every surface, and the seats have just the right curves. The F1 style steering wheel has a Manatino dial to toggle driving modes. While racing, you don't have time to search for settings. As for price, the Pista started at $350,000. Today, with only a handful made, Travis's spec could fetch over $500,000. And last but not least, Travis Scott's Lamborghini Huracan STO, a street-legal race car that's basically a middle finger to the word compromise. Let's start with the engine. No turbos, no hybrids. Just a 5.2-liter V10 screaming to the heavens, pumping out 631 horsepower. Rear-wheel drive means this thing is a challenger, slamming to 60 in just 2.8 seconds. Top speed? 193 miles per hour, which is basically law-breaking in every US state. Lamborghini went full mad scientist on the STO's diet. Carbon fiber bodywork? Check. Doors with pull straps instead of handles. Yep. They even ripped out the carpets, leaving bare aluminum floors like a back alley brawler. The result? A car that's 95 pounds lighter than its already psycho sibling, the Performante. And the aerodynamics? Pure witchcraft. That massive rear wing isn't for Instagram. It's a downforce machine, slamming the STO into the pavement like Zeus hurling lightning. The front end? A one-piece carbon fiber claw, stolen from Lamborghini's actual race team. Travis also has this car in his custom matte wrap. Inside, you'd literally be sitting on carbon fiber. Like for real, the carbon fiber bucket seats grip you like a wrestler. There's no stereo, no cup holders, just you, the road, and a V10 soundtrack in the background. Price? The STO starts at $330,000. Travis's version is said to be worth over $500,000, maybe up to $700K. His Huracan has been spotted on canyon roads and outside VIP clubs, so yeah, he's often seen with it. Stay tuned as we might find out in our next video. If you liked this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so we can update you on all our upcoming content. Also, comment what celebrity car collection you want us to do next. We'll catch you in the next one.